Okay, good morning, friends. The last experiment of the analytical chemistry we have to see. We have to determine the amount of the sulfate present in the water turbidimetrically. In the theory part, you can see the aqueous solution of the sulfate ion present in the that particular sample will react with the barium 2 plus ion to form the insoluble precipitate. It doesn't that particular we can say does not settle out completely. Settle out completely, at least for the few hours, as it forms fine grain solution while it suspended the particles of precipitate which can scatter and absorb perhaps absorb the light. The fraction of the incident light scattered depends mainly upon the two factors. First one will be the size of the particle and the second one will be the concentration or on the density of the particle. The fraction of the light scattered also depends upon the composition of particle, but to lesser degree. Thus, by controlling the conditions under which the precipitation takes place and measurements made, it is possible to attain the sufficient reproducibility. Turbidence is measured by the turbidimeter. Sometime instead of the turbidimeter, we are going to use the spectrophotometer, so it will gives you the reading. What are the requirements? We require the sodium chloride HCl reagent. We have to dissolve the 50 gram of the NaCl in about 50 cm cube of the distilled water. Then we will going to add 1 cm cube then we are going to add the 1 cm cube of the concentrated HCl, and then we are going to dilute it for the 250 cm cube with the help of the distilled water in the standard measuring flasks. Then next we are going to prepare the glycerol ethanol solution. For this purpose we will mix 1 volume of the pure glycerin with the 2 volumes of the absolute ethanol. Then barium chloride reagent. We are going to dissolve the 12.5 gram of the barium chloride in the 250 cm cube of the distilled water in the standard measuring glass. Then stock solution, 1000 ppm solution of the sulfate ion. For that purpose we are going to dissolve the potassium sulfate 0.453 gram in minimum quantity of the water and dilute to the 250 cm cube of the standard measuring glass. Then BaCl2 crystals, acetate buffer, turbidimeter, 100 cm cube standard measuring flask, 10 cm cube of the pipette, burette, 50 cm cube and 100 cm cube of the beaker. Then we want the magnetic stirrer, etc. Now what is the procedure? Procedure is very simple. We have to prepare the 100 ppm solution from the 1000 ppm sulfate stock solution by diluting the 25 cm cube of the stock solution to the 250 cm cube using the distilled water. Then we will transfer the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 cm of the 100 ppm sulfate solution into the serially numbered 500 cm cube standard measuring flask. We will add 10 cm cube of the NaCl HCl reagent and 20 cm cube of the glycerol ethanol solution and 10 cm cube of the 5% BaCl2 solution to each of the this flask. Now we will dilute each of the solution to the 100 cm cube with the distilled water. Then dilute the given water sample solution to the 100 cm cube with the distilled water. Transfer 10 cm cube of the diluted sample solution to another 100 cm cube standard measuring flask and give the same treatment as given to the standard solutions. Measure the turbidence of this sample solution. Then next, prepare a blank solution by taking the 10 cm of the NaCl HCl reagent, 20 cm of the glycerol ethanol solution and 10 cm of the 5% BaCl2 solution in another 100 cm standard measuring flask and dilute it up to the mark. Shake the flask well. Set up the instrument or detector to record 0 using the blank and to read 100 using the 30 ppm solution of the sulfate ion. Measure the turbidence for each of the standard solution of the sulfate. Then we have to plot the simple graph is the turbidence against the concentration of the sulfate ion solution in the ppm. In the observation, we have to record the things, volume of the 100 ppm solution, that is the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. Then NaCl HCl solution reagent, okay, then glycerol ethanol reagent solution, 5% BaCl2 solution, total volume, then the concentration in the ppm, then the turbidence in this is a NTV cm3. That readings we have to note. Very simple it is. Whatever the solution we have prepared, see in the first class, first of all we will prepare the 6 standard solution. One will be the your sample solution and 7th one will be the blank solution. Blank we will use to adjust that instrument to the 0 absorbance and 100% transmittance. For the 0 that blank is used, and for the 100% transmittance we are going to use the 30 ppm solution. That you have to remember. Okay, very simple experiment it is. Again, you have to determine the concentration of the particular, what we can say, concentration of this sulfate ion present in the water sample turbidimeter. Turbidence is nothing but see when we add the drop of the water in the in the water, we are going to add the milk. You can see the turbidity appear. Similarly, when you dissolve the calcium chloride, you will appear the turbidence, that whitish, slightly whitish silvery color, that particular thing is there. Particles are suspended in the solution, they are called as the turbidence. Then we are going to plot the graph. Graph will nothing but the turbidence versus that particular concentration of the sulfate ion in the ppm. You have to write the scale. It will become the straight line graph. The whatever the for the unknown, we can directly trace that particular concentration. Then we again the calculation is very simple. Concentration of the unknown from the graph is that much. 10 cm of the solution contain that much. Then 100 cm of the solution contains this much amount of this particular sulfate. 75 ppm is equal to 75 milligram per 1000 cm cube. Hence 75 ppm is equal to 7.5 milligram per 100 cm cube. Therefore, amount of the sulfate in the given sample is the 7.5 milligram or 75 ppm. Then we are going to calculate the percentage error. Again, same formula that we have to use, that we are already using, xi minus xt divided by xi into 100. That is that things will be provided to you. If the correct answer is there, then the 0% error will be there. You know, when we are going to perform the experiment, at that time there are the so many errors are there, and that encountered while the practical. In the result, simply you have to note that amount of the sulfate in the given sample, then amount of the sulfate in the given sample in the milligram and in the ppm, that you have to record, then the percentage error. That things we have to write in the result. Okay, it is again the very simple experiment. It was the last experiment of the analytical chemistry. In that we have to determine the amount of the sulfate ion present in the given water sample turbidimetrically. What is the turbidence that we have seen? Turbidence is nothing but there is a something that will be in the I said the example. If you also see the turbidence, then take the water and add the few drops of the milk in that, you will appear the turbidity. Okay, same way that whitish or say silvery color, that particular thing will be appear in the that particular sample, that particular solution, that is called as a turbidence, and it will measure with the help of the turbidimeter, or sometime we will use the that I said that spectrophotometer we can also use. Graph is again the very simple that we have seen. Turbidence versus the concentration of this particular sulfate ion solution. We have to plot this graph. It is again the straight line graph, and directly you will get that particular concentration of the sulfate ion present in this particular solution. Only the reagents are important in the during the practical. All the reagents will be prepared. Just you have to prepare one solution, whatever mentioned in the your slip, and from this solution you have to prepare the standard solution. Then we have to prepare the blank solution, and then we have to prepare the we have to give the same treatment to the sample solution as mentioned in the slip. Please make this note this thing well. Calculation is very simple one. There is no too much calculation. Just a simple calculation is there. That 10 cm of the solution contain this much amount of the that particular sulfate ion. Okay. Here that sulfate ion is mentioned. You can you if you want you can mention it. No worry about this particular thing. Please go through this experiment. Please complete all the experiment. On the Monday, I will check all the physical as well as the analytical journals. You have to show both the journals on the Monday. Okay, with by completing all the experiments. Okay, this is about whole about this experiment. Very simple experiment it is. Please go through it. If you have any query, you can ask the doubt.